Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol VDRM. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red line annotations are coming from. And want to get things updated here. Not a great day by any stretch, but it's not like it was a terrible day either. But there are definitely some updates here that need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning. Actually, go ahead and get rid of these lines and then make an adjustment on a line. And I'm going to make the adjustment on this up into 0.042 because now that we have more data on the chart, you can see that there does seem to be a block of sellers that are sitting right up there around that 0.042 level. Bulls just couldn't quite get above it. So make that small little adjustment. Now, if you want to leave that line where it was on your chart, I mean, that's totally fine. But after today's data, like I said, to me, it makes a little bit more sense to move it up there. But the key level of resistance before you even talk about 0.042 is now going to be that purple line there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. And that's based on just a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So on any sort of continuation of this kind of late day bounce, first level that it'll be interesting to see how the price reacts around is going to be that 50-period. And then after that, you can start to kind of question the 0.042 mark. But the big thing that happened today is, yeah, the chart has definitely lost some of its attractiveness. Now, before you start throwing stones and rocks at me, there's a big difference between losing attractiveness and being totally ruined. By no means is it totally ruined. In fact, I would say the bulls actually showed some good signs of strength because they bounce off of the pink line there, which is that famous 200-period simple moving average. Had the price come down here and just crash through there and then continued to bleed and bleed and bleed, well, that's a whole different story. But that's not what happened. Not only did the price come down there, but it actually started to bounce off of that. So yeah, the chart's lost some of its attractiveness. For those of you that have watched my videos from the past, you've heard me say time and time again, hey, as long as the price is above the purple line, the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. Well, the price is no longer above that purple line. So you can't sit here and say that it's all, rainbows and butterflies because, well, the price is below it. So it's lost some of its attractiveness. But big picture perspective, it can still build the higher base. And just to illustrate that, let's say it comes down here a couple more times, bounces off that pink line before heading back up. Even at that point, even with a big drastic pullback, you'd still have a set of lows right here. Previous set would be down there. And if you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, the long-term stair steps are still in the upwards direction. So if you haven't kind of connected those dots, going into next week, key level of support, definitely that 200-period simple moving average, which is that pink line. But so far, so good. The bulls have held above it. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.